Achievement unlocked! It is Tuesday. That means we talk about video games and tacos. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. But today I'm accompanied by only Jasmin. Samuel couldn't make it tonight, but
the Kirby on my hat swallowed him up.
It did. Oh, and now it's got Samuel powers.
Yep, there you go. It has a little beard, and it talks about Call of Duty and other bro games. Sam, if you're watching, I love you, man. He's like, fuck you, Jasmin.
But how's your week been so far, Jasmin?
It's been good. So I've been grinding it out on Overwatch. What's new? And Kotaku released an article with some other sources actually talking about how this season 5 has been incredibly disappointing and depressing, and people can't break out of their rank.
Slump.
Which makes sense because that's the situation I'm dealing with right now. But that's been my week. How's your week been?
It's been pretty good, but it's been friggin' hot.
Yep.
I have not been wanting to step outside the house at all. Here.
So what you do is you open the window and you play video games indoors.
No way. If I open the window, the heat it's 90 where I'm at.
Oh, that's right. You're in the
Yeah, so it's hot and it sucks, and I stay indoors now. But we have some gamer news to get into, so let's get into it right now. Starting off, some Nintendo news, Jasmin.
Yes!
Well, it turns out that they had applied for a trademark titled Nintendo Check-In, and they applied for this trademark starting on June 20th. The news started spreading because there is a Twitter bot named trademark_bot that actually tweets out public Japanese trademark applications.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
They have that exists?
It exists.
I go on NeoGAF and I look then, and that's how I knew about all the Smash Brothers characters before they announced it.
That's how we find out about stuff. But that's where the news came from. Also, it stated that it falls under category 41, so that this means the trademark is going to be used for either screening and production or distribution of movies, which probably not, maybe, we don't know. Stage play performances, I don't know.
Ooh.
Musical performance.
Okay,
Planning and management of game tournaments. I think that could be likely.
Yes.
Providing games online.
Okay.
Providing entertainment facilities.
This is very exciting.
Or rental of toys. So, what are you thinking? I'm thinking that it's either providing an entertainment facility or maybe a tournament. I think it's obviously a check-in thing, so you're checking into something.
Okay.
But I think it could
Universal
be
Studios.
Damn, you think so with the new park?
The one that they just announced. I'm thinking all those fall under that new Universal Studios.
I love it. I hope that's it.
So that makes sense for them to have a musical performance. Yeah. It makes sense for them to have theme park rides.
Yeah.
It makes sense for them to have licensed characters sign up for the competitive thing. That might be because of Splatoon.
Okay.
So that's what I think personally, because Splatoon is huge.
It is huge. And that's why they brought him that was one of their main announcements when they announced all the Switch games, Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
So I believe that they'll definitely
gained a lot of hype. Actually, talking about Splatoon and Nintendo news, did you see the new characters that they released? There's one called Marina, and she seems to be a darker color, a person of color.
Okay.
I think either Afro-Hispanic or black. She has green eyes, and she's a DJ girl. And she's kind of like Lucio in the Nintendo world, in my opinion, because of the green motif that she has.
Yeah.
And she's a squid, and then Lucio's a frog sort of situation. But she has gained a lot of traction because they introduced her with another character. That second character isn't getting any love. I don't even know her name. So Splatoon's getting a lot of love.
So which is pretty cool. I'm excited for that freaking theme park to open up, but I know it's not coming for a good long while. So that sucks. But I think you're onto something. I think it has.
Maybe.
I think you're right. The way you explained it, I think you're onto something. Mike Templeton in the chat says it is currently 200 degrees.
No, it's not, Mike.
You are lying.
No, it's
you are lying, Mike. That is absolutely not true. Kat
pants are on fire.
Kat says, "Oh, Jasmin, gaming news I thought you might be happy about. There's a new 2DS XL coming out, and it's price pointed at $80, and it flips open and closed, and it's not like the regular 2DS."
Whoa, Kat, that's amazing. Yeah. That's because the 2DS looks stupid right now. It's a block this big. It's so dumb. It's just
you don't like carrying around a big block with you everywhere you go?
No, it doesn't even fit anywhere. If I were to put that in my pocket, because I used to bring my DS with me to conventions to get the street passes, and I can't fit that in my pocket. This block, it's like a book, and then what if the little toggle? What if that hit something in your backpack or your purse or something? No. So it flipping closed is a game changer. Yeah. They removed the 3DS, so they had to do that to the 2DS. I'm happy about that. Thanks, Kat. And hi everyone in the chat, by the way, and thank you so much for waiting Sorry about the audio difficulties.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan says, nice shirt and cool jacket, Jasmin.
Thanks.
Mike Templeton says, they are gearing Splatoon for esports with this game. And he says, how dare you speak ill of our goddess, Pearl.
Oh, it's Pearl. All right.
Jasmin's like, go. Okay, all right.
They have like a water theme going with the
do.
Splatoon kids. That makes sense.
It makes sense because they got like the squid hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes sense. I dig it. Mike says,
I've
2DS.
Never played Splatoon. I haven't played it yet.
Mike says 2DS XL is priced at $150 to $170 actually.
But she said it's $80 cheaper. Its price is pointed at $80. Oh, well, wait. All right, guys. So somebody confirm that for us. How much is the new?
I mean,
2DS?
80. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get one. At 150, 170. I'm like, okay, I gotta think about that.
The older one, the block one, that one used to be under 100.
Okay.
The one, like when I got the 3DS XL, the Majora's Mask one, that one was either $200 or $250.
Yeah.
The one that came out at the same time as I believe the Monster Hunter version, there was a silver one and a gold one. And I think those were $200 or $250. But I wasn't sure if it was just because it was 3DS XL or because it was also a special limited edition type.
Yeah.
So I don't know why the price point was so high, but it makes sense for it to be at $150, $170 because the 3DS was like $200 up.
Well, our producer confirms that the 2DS XL is priced at $149. Which is pricey. It's pricey. Kat claims that she saw it priced at $80 at GameStop. So I don't know if they're doing a special. They might be doing a special.
You better go grab it now because GameStop sometimes messes up. So go get it.
Joseph says they need a Splatoon paintball match at a con. I agree. I'd totally be down for that. I would be in.
Maybe they will have it at the theme park. Right? That would be
I don't know if they do paintballing at a theme park.
Well,
seems
that's
like a big
true.
liability.
Lots of the Universal Studios we have here does have like a water themed area in the Minions area, and Splatoon is like maybe they'll just have like colored water or something.
Maybe that'd be cool. Moving on to our next news segment, you can now play PlayStation 4 games on the PC with a PlayStation Now subscription. Originally, it was just the PlayStation 3 games. Now they've brought on a selection of PlayStation 4. It's all older stuff. Of course, they're not going to put the new stuff out that's aimed for their PlayStation console. But what you can get now, Killzone Shadowfall. It's
like that backwards compatibility you guys wanted. But too bad it's on the PC. So.
God of War 3 Remastered, Saints Row 4 Re-elected, WWE 2016, Tropico 5, Ultra Street Fighter 4, F1 2015, Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition.
Kingdom Hearts.
Evolve. I don't see Kingdom Hearts on here, unfortunately.
Just kidding.
But in order to play this, you have to have a PlayStation Now account, and it's $20 a month, $10 for your first month, new subscribers.
It's $20 a month.
But then it moves to $20 a month, which kind of seems a little steep.
That is super expensive. That's a Disney pass, dude.
It seems steep. So,
just to be able to play an older game on a PC.
But this sounds like something that Samuel would be totally game for, because he is a PC gamer.
That's true.
So I feel like this is something that would have geared more towards him, and if we had him here, he'd probably give like his 2 cents on why this thing is totally rad.
Do you think that's gonna be popular? Because like, listen, I have emulators on my PC.
I don't think I'm gonna get it.
I'm not getting it.
I like all the new games. I like buying new games. So $20 a month is a lot. I mean, I've got a Netflix account, I've got a Hulu account, I've got a Crunchyroll account, Funimation account. I've got too many stuff that I'm paying for. Let alone, what is it? Xbox Live and PlayStation Play, whatever it's called. Yeah, I've got too much on my plate. Too many subscriptions. I don't need another one.
Question: does it cost? How much does it cost to have a live subscription to play live?
For live, I believe it's $14.99 a month, but I'm not positive. Xbox Live?
No, PlayStation.
PlayStation Play. Is it
PlayStation Plus?
Plus? Thank you.
So
I think it's the same price.
You would have to pay an additional, like you're buying a game per month. Essentially, it's like $40 after taxes.
Yes.
That they are tripping, Sony. No,
it's a lot. No. I think it's a lot, but I mean, you can stream any of these games right away. However, if let's say Blizzard did the same thing with classic Blizzard games, games that you've enjoyed playing in the past, and they came out with a subscription, $20 a month, and you got unlimited all the older classic games, would that gear towards you? Like if it was something where like you could, or Nintendo. What if Nintendo did something where they had streaming like Netflix, where you can just access any game you wanted, $20 a month, all the classic. See, if it's the games that you play, I think it gears towards you.
That's true, but Nintendo doesn't have that live thing that I also have to pay
Which
for.
some games, I remember it saying that some games, in order to play online with friends, did require a PlayStation Live account. Our producer says that PlayStation Plus is $60 for the year, just like Xbox Live.
Oh, for the whole year?
Yes.
Then, okay.
If you pay for it in a year in advance. If you pay it by month, I believe it's $14, $15 a month.
I think what it comes down to is Nintendo is its own thing, Kelly.
Yes.
And I think, honestly, whenever I look at PlayStation, I automatically compare it to Xbox.
Okay.
And so if I compare the two of them, I feel like they're really milking it. They're
$20 a month
it.
seems steep, especially for older games, older PlayStation 4 games. So it says that the service also, here's another note I would like to point out. The service has been available on PlayStation 3, Vita, PlayStation TV. I'm talking about PlayStation Now specifically.
Okay.
As well as some select Sony and Samsung TVs. However, but as of August 15, 2017, it will be exclusive to PlayStation 4 as well as Windows PC. So you'll only be able to access PlayStation Now on a PlayStation 4 or on a PC. So you can only do those like streaming games, the classic streaming games on the latest console or PC. You can only do it on Vita or special TVs.
Wow. Wow, I'm not going to be doing that.
I won't be. It's not my thing. I'm not sold on it yet. I think that if it was generally $10 a month, like the special that they have, then I might be more into it. But $20 seems steep to me.
Or if I like particularly was like in bed for a month or like whatever reason, and I can pay for 1 month and just get it out of my system and then unsubscribe.
Here's another thing that I like. Let's say you have kids, right?
Yes.
And you buy your child like a new PS4, but instead of buying one $60 game, you could spend $20 and be like, here's a whole shit ton of games that you can play this month.
That's smart.
So I think that it's geared towards a certain people, but not us.
Yes.
So there are some plus sides to it, but
right.
I'm not hyped.
I'm not either. I mean, I don't think it's good for today's gamer, like the main demographic, but you never know. There's a lot of people who also take their PlayStation overseas. Like I did that when I went overseas, and that this would actually be great to use instead of bringing all my games with me if they're not already in the library, et cetera, et cetera. So this would work.
Yeah. So let's see. Carlos recommends if you get rid of Hulu and Crunchyroll, get VRV. I've heard of that. I should. Mike says Blizz doesn't have the library to support a service like
Blizzard
that, which
only
is
has
true.
6 games, so
I just know that she loved Blizzard, so I was using it as like an example. It was an example.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mike also says Jasmin 90 is doing paid online later this year. What's 90?
I don't know what is.
I'm not sure what 90 is.
Is that a game producer or? I feel like that's I don't know what that is.
Mike Templeton also says Vita is dead. This is true. I have a Vita and I never use it. I'm so sad. Joseph says $5 a month, but I'm not sure what he was referring to, so I'm a little... Oh, every Black Friday, he gets it for $40. That's smart. I might do that. Xbox just announced their own deal that is way more economical and practical. Xbox has been leading lately. I mean, it makes sense.
Minty is Nintendo.
Oh, Carlos says recommend getting VRV instead of... I'm going to check out VRV because I don't want to be paying for Crunchyroll and Funimation both. It's just, I've been thinking about canceling it for a while now.
Hashtag has an account.
They do?
We'll give that to you later.
A-holes, thanks for telling me. But quit.
It was Joe. It was all Joe.
Wow, this is great. I might... Well, I'm definitely canceling the Crunchyroll and Funimation's account. That's 100%. I think it's because I'm no longer on the anime team.
That's probably why, because we're using it for the animes, yes.
Let's see.
The
okay,
animes.
So moving on to the Ninty. Nintendo.
Yes. Can we talk about the game that's coming out in a couple days, please?
Sure.
Can we talk about Designer Daddy?
Okay, let's talk about Designer Daddy.
So, we have a little image that we're going to show you guys what Designer Daddy is. It's this new mobile game. Yeah. It's mobile, right? And is it mobile?
I think it was. I think you mentioned that it was mobile, but
maybe.
It's, you know what? It could not be mobile.
I don't think there's a lot. I don't know what the deal is, guys. But there is a lot of streamers I actually currently follow and I like that are going to be streaming this game. I think Geek and Sundry is going to be streaming this game. So I don't know what's going on because all of a sudden I'm like, oh, whatever. It looks like one of those stupid games that you see in the ads when you're like scrolling down Instagram and it's just like, it's dumb, right? You see it's like an anime one or it's like this girl is like, make a decision, you caught your man cheating in bed. You know the Instagram ads I'm talking about, right? I'm not the only one getting these ads. So it looked like one of those games, but it's getting a lot of hype and it's getting a lot of traction. It's coming out on July 13th. And
Mike, it is called Dream Daddy, I believe, not Designer Daddy.
Oh, Dream Daddy.
He's an awesome cosplayer, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Designer Daddy is
cosplayer.
That's right. It's Dream Daddy, not Designer Daddy. Sorry. It's a dad dating sim from Game Grumps, and it's available for PC and Mac July 13th.
So it is PC. It's not mobile.
Yes, and it's
July
that's
15th.
Right.
So it's already out. No,
July 13th.
Today is 11th, isn't it?
Yes, it's gonna be out in 2 days.
What day is it? What year is
Kelly
it?
and I need coffee. But so if you were to go to their Twitter, it's just like a bunch of streamers and a bunch of like Twitter verified people that are just like advertising for them. I have no idea if they're being paid or not, if they actually really do like this game, but it's working.
Yeah.
If they are advertising, I am now more interested in this game. But what I think is very interesting about this is that if you look at the image, I'm a huge Overwatch fan. You guys already know this. I feel like all those dads all look like the male Overwatch characters.
I noticed that you pointed it all out.
Yeah.
We actually do have a picture. I don't know if Josh has got it yet, but you stated that one looks like Lucio, one looks like Genji.
The one in the middle looks like Soldier. The one with the kid, yeah.
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt all the way at the end. Reinhardt / Torb, like in the middle.
Torb, yeah.
I feel like honestly the people who did design this game, they took the likeness of those characters into account, since Overwatch is this way too big of a fandom at the moment.
Yeah.
And they have so many fans and people, it's after player unknown battlegrounds just because that's new.
Yeah.
Overwatch is the most streamed game. So it's just like at the moment. So it's like I feel like that's why they had this cute little crossover.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you like Overwatch? You guys meme about the dads? You like, how the men in Overwatch look like dads? Let's make a Dream Daddy game and use the likeness of their images and make that popular. And I think that's why it looks popular. But yeah.
So you're going to get it?
I have how much is it? I don't know how much it is. If it's like 20, I'll get it for shiggles. And then I'm going to make every boy at #play it, and we're gonna stream it for you guys to make all the guys play that game.
That's awesome. That's right. Now moving on to our next news segment, it's time to talk about a new No Man's Sky patch coming out. Now there isn't a lot of news about it.
Where's Sam?
And why Sam? This is all Sam news, and he's not here today. But the update is coming in August. However, what we got in the last update, in the Pathfinder update, was we did get land buggies available on every planet, as well as HUD markers and bug fixes. So what we're going to do for our drawing segment is Jasmin and I are going to create our own No Man's Sky buggies. We have some samples of buggies to throw up there on screen for you guys so you can see what we are talking about. Now, Jasmin, did you ever try No Man's Sky?
I did.
Did you
I was stuck on my
it?
planet for 2 hours and
Good
I gave
Lord,
up.
that happened to me one time.
It was the first planet.
I ran out
what is
of
going on?
fuel and I couldn't find anything. There was absolutely nothing on the planet I was on. It was like a moon and there was nothing.
Yeah, there was nothing on my planet. I kept and then I started getting attacked by these like little creatures in the sky and I had no idea what was going on and I died and I'm like, forget this game. Luckily it was my friend's No Man's Sky that I was just trying out.
Yeah.
Before I went and bought it, so I did not spend monies on it.
Okay.
So yeah.
But you will not be getting it ever.
Don't think so. It's not my type of game. You know the type of gamer I am.
Yeah.
So, it's not my type of game, but I mean, I would, like, if you were to stream it, I would watch it. I would definitely watch you playing this game.
Now, I'd like to say that JD in the chat says, I'll bring all the dads to the yard.
Oh!
Our
Pretty sure one of those dads look like you, JD, too, so can't wait till you play that game.
Our producer points out if someone made a Dream Mommy game, people would have a fit, and I'm sure they would. This would probably be true.
Well, you know what, producer Josh? All I have to say about that is that women are constantly objectified and sexualized in almost every single game, so it's about time that men are also used in a similar fashion where they're used for how they look.
I'm not saying don't do it to me.
Yeah.
I'm saying people would have a fit if they made that game with women.
Yes, in 2017, I believe so. But if they did a Dream Mommy game and they all look like the Overwatch waifus, as everyone calls them, like they look like Diva and Mercy and Widow and Farron and whatever, I don't think people would be that mad. I wouldn't even be mad.
Carlos Martinez asks, have you girls played Battle Underground game yet? I have. Jasmin has not, but I'm willing to let you try out my game. PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Oh, no, I haven't. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, I'd love to try
you
it.
should try mine before you buy your
probably
game.
going to get a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
We are going to be streaming more often now that it's just this month has been like really heavy on conventions, guys.
It's been a crazy month for us.
So we are going to I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But it's been really crazy. July has been like heavy conventions. This weekend I'll be at D23. Next, like literally 3 days afterwards, we're gonna be going to Comic-Con. So it's been very heavy. But like in August, we're gonna like start doing like more streams, and then I'm like designing my room. Working on that too.
I finally got my room all fixed up, thank goodness. My internet finally fixed. I have it hooked up to my game room. I don't have to sit in my damn kitchen anymore playing on my desktop PC on the kitchen table.
I had no idea that was the situation.
Ridiculous. I hated it. So I actually finally have my legit setup and like steady stream.
That is awesome.
So I'm excited for that. Mine's heavily inspired by that hat.
Oh my god, that's so funny because mine's totally inspired by. Okay, I'm done. All right, so wait. Okay, so mine is called the Nintendo car. Let's look at you, Mike, and Larry, and everybody else who loves Nintendo. So it's kind of Mario Kart semi-inspired, and it has like the Yoshi egg design on it. And then for some magical reason, Pikachu is driving the car because he can. And then the lightning bolts you get at Mario Kart, how like they shrink everyone else's car, but like except for yours, right? That's what the lightning bolt does, if my memory serves me correct. But it powers him, so he has several lightning bolts going on. So that is my buggy.
It's cute. I like it, Pikachu.
You don't know what I'm doing. There we go. I think we both got inspired by the things around us.
Well, they can't see this, but I'm just going to move this back here for a second while I talk about my buggy. It'll freaking stay. I hate you. Okay. Here's my bubble buggy. Look at how cute it is. Once again, this machine also does bubbles, like I think my ship did bubbles. I don't remember. It's got flowers. It looks like a little ladybug, but with flowers.
It needs more marina.
So yeah, as you could tell, it kind of looks like this hat a little bit. I got inspired by the things. Oh, stupid hat. But yeah, so there's my bubble buggy. That's what I'm riding around on my planets.
That's awesome.
That's my thing. So.
Perfect. Oh, Leary says, Jasmine and Kelly, I'm proud to say I finally finished playing Zelda Wind Waker the other night. That's our favorite Zelda game.
Yes, that is our favorite. I love Wind Waker. They did a great job. But Breath of the Wild is pretty dang good. So I've been enjoying that a lot.
I don't know if you can kind of compare them because Wind Waker was kind of open world.
It was like their first version of open world.
Yeah.
So I like that. And the new one, this one actually has expansions. It's great. The party never stops. Kat votes for Jasmine's buggy.
Thank you, Kat.
Ryan votes for my buggy. Thank you. Mike says 8 out of 10 would drive on Rainbow Road. 4 says 2 points at.
Yeah.
Off the side.
When you die off Rainbow Road, I guess. Because it's hard.
And moving on to our next segment, which I'm sure everyone's going to be excited about, it's Battlefront 2. Their beta has just been announced. It will be starting in October. I believe they state that it runs through October 9th. I don't know if that the open beta is only open for 1 day, but I do know that if you pre-order Battlefront 2, you get 2 days early access to the beta, and they will be having 2 scenarios in the beta: a classic clone trooper versus battle droids on planet Naboo, and a new Starfighter assault in deep space, which I'm excited for. And the game releases on November 17th, so it's just before the release.
I played that first one. That was their demo.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one being played.
The second one's new.
Yeah.
So is the second one... Wait, what was the second one again? Do you use the ships? Or
the second one is in space. It's like on Starfighters. Oh. Yes. So I'm very excited. Have you pre-ordered?
No, but I will.
I'm excited.
Writing a note to myself. Pre-order
Battlefront 2. Note to self. I'm really excited. I mean, there's not much other news other than that. But, I mean, it's Battlefront 2. What other news do you need? Everyone's pretty hyped about it. What did you think about the Clone Trooper versus Battle Droids map?
It was awesome. I played as one of the Clone Troopers, so I played on the dark side. and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
My friend got MVP. He plays Battlefront way too much.
Nice.
I got like 4th place, and I haven't played Battlefront since last year, since last winter. I like how they incorporated a lot of details. It's very pretty. Both sides have a very challenging way. It's not like fixed where if you play, you know, it'd be easier if you played on the rebel side versus the dark side. It was hard. It was like 3 rounds. It was like 3 checkpoints. You know, like in like Overwatch, if you're moving the payload, you get to 3 checkpoints, and the third one you get 3 points.
So is it similar to the first multiplayer where you had to assume control of those checkpoints constantly, and they could be taken away at any point, or is it more like Overwatch where once you've assumed that checkpoint, it's done? You've taken it over. Okay.
Exactly. It's done. And then you have like, you know, 2 more rounds essentially. So it's like 3 rounds in one game. The game was hella long. It was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was quite the demo, but it was essentially the full game.
Yeah.
You know, there's like the full battle mode. It wasn't like shorter just for
That's cool, though.
E3.
I'm super stoked.
It's definitely like people were asking for different game modes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
They were asking for, we didn't get to play any of the campaign. I don't know if they're done developing that, and it looks like they're not, because it's not going to be in this beta either. So we have yet to try that out, but it's cool it's cool seeing the new heroes. So people were able to get hero access, and you got more of it. So they increased the amount of times you can get hero.
Okay.
Which is cool, and they have like a new reward system. So if you
it's increased because they have more heroes to add to the roster too, right? Yeah.
Yes, so they have more heroes, which is great. So they're incorporating like Rays in this, and I think that's amazing. But I like how they're releasing it in October. It's just like a couple months right before the next Star Wars, so it's like Star Wars hype in winter. So I'm excited for that beta.
Are you bummed though that? Well, I guess you could still get it for Black Friday. You just have to wait a little while longer, which sucks. I think I'm gonna.
Star Wars, you can take all my money. You already did anyway.
But Mike Templeton states the new Battlefront main character's actress will be at D23. I'm pretty excited because I loved her in True Blood. I was a True Blood fan. So.
Oh, she was the same one who announced for Battlefront, right?
Yes.
They had that mode in Battlefront 1. It's just way expanded in Battlefront 2. I mean, they did have a similar mode, yes.
Yeah.
So, but this one is like the whole 3-round things. Like, it's almost similar to like when you were taking down the AT-ATs, which I can call them that. They're called AT-ATs.
Yeah, you can call them that.
Every single time I say that, somebody randomly is like, it's AT, Jasmin. I'm like, no, it could be AT-ATs. Josh is furiously typing right now. Our producer's like, let me make sure you're wrong. I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure Josh is one of the people that told me to not call it an AT-AT, as well as Sean. Sean's like, don't call it an AT-AT.
They even had it in like in the movie script. I heard that like it was pronounced originally AT-AT by somebody higher up.
Be an ATST.
ATST. Oh, yeah. No, it's ATST.
Well, then it would be an ATST.
This is like the GIF thing, like in the blue black dress. Come on.
I'm calling it an AT-AT. Screw all of you.
They're cute. But it's like that where you had like 3 rounds essentially to take him down or something. So yeah, it's similar in that concept.
JD says it can be pronounced both ways. Thanks, JD. Thanks for jumping on in there. Ryan asks, what games are you excited for this year and next year? That is a loaded question because there's a ton of games I am.
That is a loaded question.
Yeah. There's a lot.
We're just like, oh my god.
There's a lot I'm looking forward to. Almost everything that I'm looking forward to is also coming out in October, so there's that too.
Rip our wallets right before Christmas. Ain't no one getting a gift this year. Let me tell you that. I'm just kidding. It's totally Grinch.
Josh and JD are having a Star Wars, Star Trek battle on the chat.
Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Mike Templeton says AT in universe. Whatever. It's an AT-AT. Moving on to our next piece of news. The Nintendo Switch is getting a keyboard. And it looks a lot like just a regular keyboard.
Here we go, y'all.
So they had a keyboard created by a Nintendo officially licensed creator.
Okay.
But it was poorly reviewed. People didn't like it. So now there's another one coming out by Cyber Gadgets, non-Nintendo, but...
Is it foldable?
No, it's not. But it looks sleek.
Can it fit into the Switch?
It's going to fit into the Switch, which the licensed one did not. It will fit the Switch Joy-Cons slide into the side. It is slightly longer than the Joy-Cons, so it's still small, but it's still like a keyboard.
Why do we need a keyboard?
Slightly, well...
I feel like this is reminiscent of like the Mii thing.
This was designed with games like Dragon Quest Q in mind. So there's like specific games...
Dragon Quest is huge.
There were certain games that this was made for. However, it doesn't charge the Joy-Con, so you do have like limited play while you're playing it. It has, and it also needs to be plugged in via USB, so it's not a completely wireless keyboard. It has a September 30th release, but not yet in the US. It will be priced at $30. So if this did come out in the US, is this something you would buy, Jasmin?
Probably not.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the keyboard suits you.
Switch, you already took enough of my money,
I am curious to see what the online thing that Nintendo Switch keeps talking about. They haven't really released it yet. And so I don't know if they're planning on more of a social thing. So I might want a keyboard, but at this moment, I'm not into it.
Well, Nintendo is doing some unique creative stuff. Actually, I don't know if you heard, but they just announced like yesterday that Dragon Ball Fighter Z is going to be coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
It's actually the voice actors for Dragon Ball were rooting for it. They're like bringing the game to the Switch. I don't know if that helped in them coming to the Switch, but I think that's pretty cool. So
Carlos states that they did come out with a foldable keyboard. Is this keyboard made for the Switch, or is it just in general a foldable keyboard, like general keyboard? Because I'm curious to know.
Because the Switch like markets itself as something that's portable.
Yeah.
So I thought that if anything, they would be able to make this really easy to go. But
Larry Nabel says, "Where's Sam when you need him?" LOL. I can hear him comment about the Switch keyboard. I don't think he'd be into it. Do you think he'd be into it?
Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, he'd hate the living shit out of this.
Yeah, I don't
Oh my god. Guaranteed. I should call him right now and put him on speaker. Sam, what do you think about this keyboard? Not even finish my statement, he'll be yelling.
Mike Templeton says 117% pass. So it looks like the keyboard no one cares about. It's coming out and we're just giving it a big meh. So
I already dropped like 100 something on my like rainbow chroma keyboard.
If I was a Dragon Quest player, maybe, but I'm not, so I'm not sure that I'm into it. Our next news segment is about Nintendo Monopoly, but it's not your average Monopoly game. They've actually reinvented it. It is now called Monopoly Gamer, and it is Mario themed.
Wait, is this a video game or the board game?
It is a board game. But it is not like a regular board game.
I have the Nintendo Monopoly game.
But it's not, it's different.
It's completely different. Okay,
cool. So it uses coins instead of money, and it includes boss battles and levels that need to be completed.
Ooh.
It has a new die, so one die designates the number of spaces you move, and the other one designates the ability. Each token represents a Mario character and has its own unique
Is there Mario games? Is this like Mario Party IRL?
Yes, pretty much. I think it's like that. I have not seen it in action. I don't think it's out yet. Oh, it actually launches in August at $24, which Monopoly board games are like $20, $24.
That's normal, yeah.
Right?
It's normal.
Yeah. So
do you know board games? That's actually cheap for a board game.
Yeah. So
the cheap, like usually board games are $60, $80. They're that expensive.
I'm curious. I think that this is definitely something that we could get together and play if we want to ruin more friendships. Maybe we'll just keep it to the gaming.
I promise I'll behave. I am the saltiest gamer. Oh my god.
But I'm interested
Josh
in
is
it.
back there like, nope.
Not doing that again.
Nope.
You guys will find out in just a couple of
weeks.
Little
backstory, Jasmine's incredibly salty. I think you guys already knew this though, but I got really salty.
But if we got the board game, would you play it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm down to play it.
A heartbeat.
Josh,
but this
would you be interested in us having us play this
game? This is not a board game where you have to like low key make teams. It's not Game of Thrones, guys. It's a Nintendo. Come on.
Only if I can work duct tape.
Okay, that's fine with me. I don't need the duct tape, so.
You're gonna live stream it. I'm gonna be like, so Jasmine, what do you think? We're duct taped up.
So this seems like a good thing for us. We're totally into this, and I'm actually excited to see where else they take this.
I'm 1,000% buying this game. I really want to play it.
I want it. I know that they came out with a Skyrim-themed Monopoly, but I'd be excited if they came out with like a Skyrim-themed Monopoly Gamer. If they had like
this,
like
where
this,
they switch
that
up,
I would buy it 110%.
Did you know that I own Pugopoly, which is Pug Monopoly?
That is really cute. Why don't we ever play these? Mike Templeton says, so expect a Monopoly Gamer God of War next year. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not surprised that Mario is the first one to pop out, but I'm into it.
That's really cool.
I'm sold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next segment, which I believe Jasmin will be excited about and will give us all the backstory, but Doomfist has been announced for Overwatch. Jasmin?
So we had rumors of Doomfist a while ago, since last year, since 2016. We've been hearing about this character, and it was highly rumored that Terry Crews was going to voice him because he wanted it. He was the one starting the rumors because he's like, yes, in Doomfist. And he also was at Blizzard HQ in Irvine, which is like an hour away. That's actually really close. Yeah.
I just want to go hang out there. They need a theme park. Can we just?
That would be amazing.
What's wrong with you, Blizzard?
Well, wait, which one, Kelly? Would you like a Blizzard theme park or would you like a Bethesda theme park?
I want both. Can I have both?
You can only pick one.
Then it'd be Bethesda. Sorry, Blizzard.
I'll take the Blizzard one.
But then that means we still get a Blizzard one, and I'll go to that too.
That would be great. You can have both. So we was rumored last year. Terry Crews was there. Took selfies at Blizzard HQ in Irvine, which is in Southern California, for those of you that are not from here. And we thought, oh, hell yeah, this is Doomfist confirmed. They leaked the name. It was leaked a while ago, some way, somehow. And, it kind of came out like the Sombra news came out. Little by little, we saw little hints. And then, it was earlier this year, early 2017, one of the maps in Overwatch, Nabai, whatever. One of the maps, they completely changed the spawning. So if you were on attack on this map and you were spawning in that, which you spend about a minute in there before the game starts, it completely changed. It was around Orisa, where Orisa was smashed, where we didn't know that it was Orisa yet. She was smashed into the wall. It was damaged. It was all messed up. And we found out, I was like, oh, Doomfist confirmed, because they always showed him, he's always been seen in a negative light, and then he came out, which funnily enough, I hung out with some Overwatch people, I'm not going to name some names, last weekend at AX, and there was going to be, and now I can say this because it already came out, there was going to be a panel, and they had a panel, and Blizzard told them to announce Doomfist, and then pulled it away from them and said, don't announce it, and then he got released on Tuesday. And I have no idea why they did that. Yeah. Because you would have had some really hyped up people, because AX was all about Overwatch. Even Blizzard had a freaking booth at AX.
I don't know why they didn't announce it at AX. That would have been a great opportunity. I mean, I bought the freaking
limited
Diva
edition jacket. Yeah. And they had her figure there, which is $450 and beautiful, totally worth it.
Too bad it's been a million degrees. I can't wear my damn jacket.
I know.
What the hell?
It's a pink bomber jacket with all her patches. It's
totally
really cute.
I love it.
And it sold out before the convention was even halfway over. But
all of it sold out?
All of it sold out.
Oh, I didn't
know. They even did. They
all
stopped
the smalls
doing
and extra smalls.
Everything sold out.
Wow.
Everything. It was like on the third day in the morning or something. It sold out.
Well, I'm glad I bought one.
Yeah. No, really, you got it while it was there. I don't know.
They'll probably put it back on the website.
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah. Because some stuff they haven't. I have stuff from them that they never released from BlizzCon last year. But he's a pretty cool character. I don't know if you guys played him. So right now, he's on the PTR, which is only accessible to PC players. So if you have a PlayStation or Xbox, I'm sorry, you can't play as Doomfist yet. The PTR stands for Play Test Region, I believe, and you could select that under the regions where you select America, I think Europe, and Asia. You could select PTR. You could play as him. In Quick Play, it's nearly impossible to pick him because you can only pick one character.
Yeah, so someone always picks him pretty quick.
Yes,
yeah,
but they have a new arcade
That's how Orisa was and Sombra was. I mean, eventually you're going to be able to get him.
But they do have...
I always pick Diva as fast as I can.
What? When
I pick my character.
Really,
I'm like, Diva's mine.
You know who's really popular right now because they buffed him? Reaper.
Yes.
Every one of them is playing Reaper.
Every time I've been playing, there's always been a Reaper. But his ult has been pretty weak.
Who?
Reapers.
Oh, did they nerf that? Fantastic.
I think they might have. Well, we've been able to kill every Reaper I've played against. We've been able to kill him during his ult.
Well, you know what's really crazy about Doomfist? There was a video that went viral, like literally after 2 hours he was released. So Doomfist's ult essentially is you could actually see it on the screen. It highlights and you can select it and you can select where it lands. So Zarya, there was a combo. Zarya ults, did her ult, and then he selected where Zarya ults, she collects all the players in the surrounding region together. He busted his ult, killed it.
That's smart.
6-tuplet kill.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, somebody figured out how to just destroy as Doomfist. Yeah. But even though he looks like a tank, he is an attack. He's an offense player, and he only has a very, very, very little health. I think it's 200 or 250.
Is it less than Sombra's? Because I know Sombra's got some weak health too.
Sombra does have weak health, but Sombra has speed and invisibility. He is slow moving, but he does have a charge, so he has Reinhardt's charge, which is awesome. So he can charge into something and he can stun them. So if he charges into something like the way Reinhardt does, he stuns them instead like McCree's stun. So he has that, it's like a combo between the two. And then he kind of looks like, I feel like, in my opinion, he's like if Reinhardt and Orisa had a baby, it would be Doomfist. Yeah. And so he's a pretty cool character. His ult is he needs to be nerfed. Everyone's saying that. Jeff Claflin made a statement because everyone was complaining on the PTR. It's only been like 3 freaking days. Yeah. Or like a week now. He's too strong. And he's saying everyone's balanced. He's not going to be receiving a nerf anytime soon.
Really?
So for those of you that are eagerly waiting Doomfist, I'm excited to play him. There is a special arcade mode coming out for him, so you'll be able to play him as well. You could do that on the PTR right now. But we don't know when he's coming out. There's no release date. It took Orisa 19 days to leave PTR to make it into the Overwatch Heroes rank, so it might be another couple weeks till we see Doomfist as well.
Well, we're going to be pretty distracted with Comic-Con anyways, so I hope that it doesn't come out for a while.
And
just
Game
so
of
that
Thrones.
I don't miss out. And Game of Thrones, this is true. I'm really excited.
Give me that look, Josh.
And Mike Templeton keeps posting Reaper x Doomfist, but I don't know what he's trying to say.
What?
Chat. Reaper versus Doomfist? He also said Bethesda.
Oh, you think Reaper and Doomfist are similar? I would say the ult that Doomfist has would be most similar to Reaper's.
Okay.
I believe, because it's like a selected small area that destroys. But you could do it from far away. You don't have to be on the spot like Reaper does. But this is not the Overwatch game show. This is Achievement Unlocked where we talk about everything.
Well, now
I can talk about this forever.
Everyone's talking about the heat in the chat. So we can move on to our Get Wrecked segment. Jasmine, do you have a game you'd like to recommend to our viewers? It can be any game. I don't care if it's classic or indie or whatever. You can just
Overwatch again.
Well, I prefer not Overwatch again. I'm gonna draw a line somewhere.
Jasmine. I'll let you go first, Kelly.
Okay. Well, the game that I've been playing a lot lately is Elder Scrolls Online. Also shortened to ESO. They just came out with their Morrowind expansion, and I don't know a lot of people who play it, but I always see a ton of players in the game. So I know that there's some players out there. I just don't have any friends in the game. So please play this game so that we can be friends and play this game together. It is an MMO game. So it's similar to World of Warcraft. However, you buy the game once and it's free to play monthly. You can do a monthly subscription in order to get perks, but it's not required to play the game. You just have that one. I think it might be, it was on sale recently, but I don't know what it's priced at the moment. Could be $40. I'm not sure. I bought it a long time ago. But that is the game I'm playing right now. I love it. I loved Skyrim, so this one was totally right up my alley. And I've got like 6 characters in it, so yeah. Jasmine?
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Elder Scrolls is awesome. The game I recommend, so I recommend 2 games. They're completely different. One is a fighting game that I'm a huge fan of that I suggest you guys get into as well or try. It was on the Steam sale that just passed by, the Humble Bundle situation.
I did not buy anything in the Steam sale, and I regret it.
I'm saving my money for October, so don't worry, because we're spending like at least $500,000 on games.
After I cancel my damn Funimation and Crunchyroll subscription.
Save the change for the game. So I recommend 2. I recommend Guilty Gear. It is a Japanese fighting game. It's a lot of fun. A various amount of characters. The reason why I recommend it particularly is because Dragon Ball Fighter Z is going to be at EVO this weekend, which is a competitive gaming expo. They have all the competitive gamers are there. It's in Las Vegas. And you will see Guilty Gear there, but you will also see Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And the reason why I say that is because Dragon Ball Fighter Z was made by the same people who made Guilty Gear. It has that same mechanics. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is not going to come out for a while, so if you want to get good now, play some Guilty Gear. Plus, it's definitely a game you should tuck under your belt as a gamer if you're particularly into fighting gaming. And if you're not into fighting gaming and you're looking for something a little less stressful, I recommend Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing.
It's the best.
It's the best. I'm crossing my fingers so freaking hard for them to come out with Animal Crossing on the Switch.
Oh my god, that's what I was waiting for.
I would just die happy if they came out with another freaking Animal Crossing game.
It would make sense though.
And I want it to be a little updated. I mean, I loved playing it on my 3DS, the Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Yes.
But after a while, it just gets a little bit old. But
I have my heart. I will put $100. Okay.
And Happy Home Designer, I bought that, but that also got old a little.
I didn't buy that. $100 next year we'll have a new Animal Crossing. It will be announced at E3.
I hope.
This is 2 E3s in a row that we
haven't gotten DS news. But I want it sooner than that. Stop wasting my time, Nintendo. I'm just kidding. I love Zelda.
I love Animal Crossing. So
it's great.
I recommend it. It's probably super cheap now. It's probably like $20.
It's gotta be cheap.
Max $25, $30.
3DS.
And, for the Nintendo 3DS, if you're getting the 2DS, I think it probably is compatible. Yeah. Knowing Nintendo, they usually do that for their compatible gaming systems. But I recommend it. It definitely takes away some stress. And I love designing my town. And yeah.
Mike Templeton said there was an Animal Crossing update. I did not know about this. What is? Tell me what's an update.
So you can use Amiibo. Yeah, I know that. Amiibo. I know that.
I don't have any Amiibos. I have 2.
All I have is KK Slider.
I have.
And that's it.
Wait.
For Animal Crossing.
Oh, for Animal Crossing? No, I don't have any Animal Crossing Amiibos. I only have Princess Peach and Samus.
Well, I heard that like they actually released they had like a card version of Amiibo.
Really?
And that was for Animal Crossing, if I believe correctly.
That's
2 years
right.
ago. Yeah, when Amiibos
I
were really hot.
remember you opening yours, and you got a card. Someone I knew bought at Animal Crossing.
It was
Amiibo.
a card. Yeah, they started releasing cards.
No, I got it with something. My game came with a card. My Happy Home Designer game. That's where it was. All right. Now I've got. Now I know what I'm thinking about.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Why, Josh?
I don't know. I thought the game would tell you.
I quit. I'm kidding. But those are our recommendations. I had to throw Animal Crossing in there. It's a Nintendo game, and this is mostly Nintendo. This has like been the Jasmin show. Nintendo plus Overwatch. It's perfect.
It is. So that wraps up our tonight's Achievement Unlock segment. It was all focused mostly on gamer news, but I don't mind because that was fun to talk about. There's a lot of stuff coming up. Next week, I'm sure we will be focusing on Comic-Con because next week is Comic-Con.
Literally the day later, right after this show, we will be on our way to Comic-Con.
But I'm excited. Thank you so much, Jasmin. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me. Like, where can you find me? Tuesdays here, Achievement Unlocked. Thursdays for the Anime After Show with Daryl and whomever, because that's the way we roll. And on Fridays, we release Bippity Boppity News, which is our Disney segment. You guys should definitely check it out if you like Disney. D23 is this weekend, so I will be there. And I will be also at Comic-Con and on social media as Jasmin Loves You X. And a cute reminder that we are streaming almost every night on #'s Twitch page. So definitely like our social media pages because we will update when we go live. Kelly, where can they find you?
I just like to point out, sorry, the Running Savatars. There was no new news we had about Destiny 2, but I am excited for it, by the way. I'm super stoked. You can find me here, Tuesdays, just like Jasmin said, on Achievement Unlocked. You can find me on Fridays at the Henshin Hangout, and on Saturdays for the Retro Ranger wrap-up, as well as our Twitch, which we stream weekly. I have Monday nights, even though I missed yesterday. I'm so sorry, guys. And I also do Thursday nights, but this Thursday will be Jasmin. You can find our Twitch at twitch.tv/that#show. Go give us a follow. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.
And hit the like button, too. Go on Twitch.